Perfect. So welcome back. We're getting started with unit 3, stories. What do you see in the pictures?
Vacations.
A good moment.
A good moment. What would that be? The coffee mug? Yeah, that's a good moment
know.
for me.
Yes.
What about a moment in the rain? Is that a good moment?
Fun.
Yeah. What about remembering moments in life by looking at pictures? What do you think of that? Perfect. So in unit 3, you will talk about life lessons and experiences. Use the past tense, the present perfect, and the past perfect. Make comments when telling a story and use "it's no wonder" to say something is not surprising. So today we're going to get started with lesson A. Can you read, Malu, please?
Lesson A highlights.
Highlights. What are highlights, guys? What do you think highlights are?
Like a marker.
Like a marker? Yeah, like a highlighter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an important event in your life?
An informal?
Important.
An important event. Yes, something that outstands. A moment that is a big moment in your life, right? So what highlights do you see in the picture?
A graduation, a wedding, a new job, and a baby, a born
A
baby.
baby. You don't think that's a highlight?
Mm,
Maybe
yes.
not. Yeah, maybe yes, maybe not. What about now? Do you see any other highlights?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
All right, now I'm gonna ask you a question. So let me cover a little bit something first. I was supposed to do this and I forgot. What are some typical highlights in people's lives?
Get a good job.
Get a good job, yes. What else? What more?
Mm, a good travel,
A good trip.
a trip,
Yes, a good trip. That's also a good highlight. Yes. What else?
a graduation,
Yes.
mm,
A wedding and a divorce.
Oh yes, a wedding and or a divorce. I know. We interview people and asked, what are some of the highlights of your year so far? So let's think about this as a question for you. Ladies, what are some of the highlights of your life so far?
Get a good job. Have a good adventure. I
A
mean,
good what?
adventure. Well, I mean, good trip. What with different activities.
Good what?
Trip.
Good trip. Oh, you had a good trip. Okay, perfect. All right, good. Anything else? Adri, Selmi, Luz?
The first time that I climbed a mountain,
You climbed the mountain. Which one?
La Malinche. Oh, it's
You did?
amazing. Yes.
It is amazing. Awesome. Thank you. Selmi, Luz?
I don't know. When I finished my master degree,
Oh, finish your masters. Yes, absolutely a highlight. Okay. Selmi, would you like to share anything with us?
Well, until now, I think just that I finished my degree and also I have traveled in many places until now.
You have traveled to many places. Nice. Have you traveled to Acapulco?
Not Acapulco, but for
Oh,
example, I have been in Ciudad de Mexico, Zacatecas, Guerrero, etc.
nice, nice. All right, now we're going to take a look at other people's answers. Yeah, like it says, we interviewed people and asked, what are some of the highlights of your year so far? So we asked them. Now, who do you think she is? Or actually, where do you think she works? What do you think she does?
She's a teacher.
No way, she's a teacher, really? Why?
Yeah, because the students in the classroom.
And she looks tired.
Yeah, she looks tired.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about this group of people? Who do you think we're talking to?
A championship.
A championship. Okay, what about them?
A relationship.
I know. So we have Janie, 35, from Vancouver, Canada. High school teacher. There you go. She's a teacher. Marcos, 25, Belo Horizonte, Brazil. He's a college student. And over here we have Jingwei and Shang, 27, Beijing, China, designer and graduate students. Can you imagine what are some of their highlights? Let's talk about Janie. What do you think she has done? What do you think she has seen?
She's a brave person.
She's a brave person? Yes. Why?
Yes, because teach in a high school, it's really hard.
All
I
right.
have experienced that and it's like really difficult to deal with adolescents.
I know. So she's a brave person. What are
Yes.
her highlights? Okay, let's go back. Let's go ahead and go with Marcos. What do you think might be his highlights? Nothing. No ideas come to mind.
Maybe it's a coach.
Uh-huh. He's the coach. Anything else?
Win the win some.
Win something. Okay, good. A game, a match, a tournament.
Tournament.
A game.
Okay, what about the couple?
They got married.
They got married. All right. Listen to the interviews and what special things has each person done. All right, let's listen up.
We interviewed people and asked, what are some of the highlights of your life so far? Janie, 35, Vancouver, Canada, high school teacher.
Oh, I've been pretty lucky up until now. For one thing, I've traveled a lot. I lived in Italy a couple of years ago. That was amazing. Then after Italy, I went to Central America and worked with a team of volunteers. We were rebuilding homes after a major earthquake for 2 months. It was hard work, but so rewarding. Life has definitely been interesting so far.
Marcos, 25, Belo Horizonte, Brazil, college student.
I've done some interesting things in the last few years. I started a band the year before last, though it didn't last. We broke up after 6 months, but it was fun. And I've been coaching a local soccer team for the last 2 years. That's been good. We've won most of our matches. I still haven't decided what I want to do after I graduate. I haven't thought too much about it yet, but that's okay.
Jingwei, 25, and Shang, 27, Beijing, China, designer and graduate student.
Well, we haven't really done anything except work over the last few years. We met when we were in college. Shang was getting his master's, and I was studying design. Then Shang started his PhD. Since then, he's just been concentrating on school.
Jingwei got an internship at a fashion company last year. That was a big thing for her. You've been enjoying it so far, haven't you?
Okay, guys, so what do you think? What special things has each person done? Let's go with Janie.
She traveled a lot. And she went to South America to be volunteer.
Yes, anything else?
She lived in Italy.
Lived in Italy, anything else? That's it, perfect. Let's go with Marcos. What has he done?
He started a band.
Oh, I'm sorry. He started. Okay, anything else?
He coaching for 2 years.
Wait. He coaching?
I heard something like that, coaching for two years, and
But he
then
coaching does the verb
he
does
was
not agree?
coaching
He was coaching?
or what? I don't know.
He was coaching, okay.
For 2 years, and then he graduated.
He graduated,
Uh-huh.
anything else? Okay, let's go with the couple. All right, what about the couple? What have they done?
They study the master degree on the PhD. And some of them
Some of them? What do you mean?
I don't know who, if Jingwei or Shank,
You mean someone? Somebody
someone was a designer.
was a designer? Yeah,
I heard something.
anything else, guys? Would you like to listen again, or you want to see the dialogues?
The dialogues.
All right, let's take a look at the dialogues. Okay, so there are your answers right here. See, I think Alberto is back. Hi, Alberto. No, not back. Here. Hello, mister. All right, so let's listen up.
I've traveled.
High school teacher.
Oh, I've been pretty lucky up until now. For one thing, I've traveled a lot. I lived in Italy a couple of years ago. That was amazing. Then after Italy, I went to Central America and worked with a team of volunteers. We were rebuilding homes after a major earthquake for 2 months. It was hard work, but so rewarding. Life has definitely been interesting so far.
Marcos, 25, Belo Horizonte, Brazil.
Hello, Mr. Alberto.
Sorry, my internet is unstable, so for that I'm using my cell phone.
Did you have another computer or 2 cell phones?
No, one computer, one cell phone. My computer doesn't have audio.
But it has a microphone. So besides turning off the microphone, the
Yes.
volume, turn the volume down and turn the microphone off. Yes.
Turn
You
off
know what?
my microphone.
That one where it doesn't work, where the audio doesn't work, turn off the microphone and turn the volume down so we don't get feedback.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right,
I
all right.
turned off the microphone and the speakers in my computer. I just using the audio in my cell phone. But I can see so big the letters.
I understand, but what I'm saying is that you have 2 devices, so you have 2 microphones. So you need to cancel one microphone and turn one volume down.
Yes, I
cancel.
cancel the computer microphone.
And what about the volume? Which volume did you turn down?
The computer too.
Perfect. So let's begin. Let's continue.
Thank you. Sorry.
All right. Would you like to start again from the beginning or just check the answers, guys? What I have here is she traveled a lot. She says she traveled a lot. Very good. She went to South America. Went to Central America. Very good. Volunteer. Lived in Italy. Very good, guys. Really good. Let's go with Marcos. Start a band. Coaching. I think I misspelled coaching. Yes, I misspelled coaching. It's coaching. Coaching and 2 years. Graduated. Did he graduate? Has he graduated?
Not yet.
Only graduate.
So what do you mean only graduate?
I want to do after I graduate.
So is that a highlight? Is that something that he's finished?
Nope. It's in
So
progress.
it's in what? It's in
In
progress. So we cancel this one, right?
Yeah.
And let's go with the couple. Studied the master. Something about masters here. PhD, here's a PhD. A designer. Fashion company. I was studying design. There. Okay, so we have some answers, some good answers. So what we're going to do now is, please guys, ask and answer the questions. Let me see. Okay, let's go into in sessions. So you can ask and answer the questions in the screen, okay? Do you have the book? Do you know what page it is? Or you want me to send you the slide?
we have the questions. It's-
Awesome.
Can you tell the page, please?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, I will tell you the page. Hold on a second. Oh,
Page 30.
what? Page 30?
30.
Can you repeat that page?
30.
Okay. 30. Okay. 30. Really good. All right, let's go in sessions, please, guys. And please, guys, ask and answer the questions with your classmates, and we'll come back. Perfect. There you go. Now that we're here, do you have any questions? No?
No.
Now, if you please be so kind to share with me your answers, but give reasons. All right, guys. So in your opinion, who has the most initiative?
In our room, we conclude Janie,
Janie. Can you tell me why, please, mister?
because in the case of Marcos and Jean Wei say that in the last few years, they didn't do
Anything.
did it important,
Okay.
interesting things.
So Janie, because
She traveled and worked very hard.
who works very hard?
Yes.
Who works very hard? Number 2.
Janie.
Janie?
Work-
Yes.
work-
Why? Why? Don't tell me because she's a teacher. Come on. Something else. Nothing?
Because she was a volunteer and she need to work hard for taking a travel
To take a trip?
take a trip, sorry. I don't know, I think.
Okay. All right, good. Who makes the most out of life?
Janie,
Janie? Why?
because she went to Central America. She helped people. And she continued doing something that is interesting.
She continues to do something interesting. That's nice. That's very nice. Thank you. Who is doing something you'd like to do? Let me guess. Come on, Selmy, talk to me, please.
Marcos.
Jenny.
Janie, what is she doing?
Well, despite of she's teaching, she also is in other places as a volunteer. And I have dreamed with that too, to do that.
Really? Nice, very nice. Thank you, Selmy. Mr. Alberto, can you tell me why Marcos?
Because he started a band and was a coach for a soccer team, and I would like to be a coach, not for a soccer, but I would like to be a coach.
Very good, Mr. Thank you. Now, in your opinions, guys, who has the most exciting life and why? Adriana?
I think that the one that has the most exciting life is Jane, because she has traveled to many places. She lived in Italy, and I really want to know Italy. Actually, I was trying to learn Italian some months ago. So it's like, I don't know, really exciting, like, because when you know a place you get involved by many things, people, culture, language. So I think that that's pretty exciting.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much. Now to continue to our next activity, talking about grammar. With these stories, we're talking about the past, right? Now, everything they say happen in the past? Find the sentences below in the interviews. Go ahead, in the interviews, find sentence number 1. After Italy, I went to Central America. Who said this? It was Janie. Janie, right? Now, does this sentence refer to a completed pastime or a pastime that continues up to now?
Completed past time.
It's a completed pastime, right? So we're going to mark it with the C. That is a completed pastime. What about sentence number 2?
Janie too.
Janie, what about this? Is this completed in the past, or is it started in the past and it's happening still now?
Continues.
It continues, right? So we have continues up to now. What about number 3?
I started.
Completed.
Completed.
Completed. And number 4?
Continues.
Continues.
Continues up to now. Yeah. So what do sentences 1 and 3 have in common? Because they are marked with C. What do they have in common different from sentences 2 and 4? Why are they different?
The number 2 is in past, simple past.
Number 2 is simple past?
Yes.
No.
Number 1 and 3.
Past perfect.
The 1 and 3 are the simple past. The 2 and 4
Well, actually, number 4 is like
continuous.
progressive. But 4 is just simple.
Perfect continues.
So present perfect and present perfect continuous.
That's right.
Yes, that's what we have. So we have the past tense and the present perfect. The past tense is for a situation or events that are a part of a completed pastime. Yeah, completed pastime, not connected to now. For example, I lived in Italy. Yes, what does that mean? I lived in Italy. It means I'm not there now. This is part of the past. That's what it means. What about the next one? The band didn't last. What does this mean?
No more.
It means they are no longer together, right? We broke up. What does this mean? But it's a past event. They decided to separate, right? In that moment. It doesn't say when. This is after 6 months. So that's a different time expression. But the present perfect, use the present perfect for situations and events that are part of a past time that continues up to now. What does that mean? Life. When did life start? When did life start? Who said this? Marcos, the couple, or Janie?
Janie.
Janie, right? So when did life start for her? In the past, right? In the past. And she's still alive. So this is still true now. So all of this is not simple past and is not simple present. is present perfect. Life has been interesting so far because it still is. It was and it still is. Marcos hasn't decided what he wants to do yet. What does that tell us? Hasn't decided. So what does he need to do?
Decide.
He needs to graduate, right? Or what to do after he graduates. So this is the present. This is the future. This is the past. Okay. So now is right here. This is now. Part of the present. He needs to decide. Decide what? What to do after college. When do you need to make the decision? Do you need to make the decision after you graduate? Or you need to make the decision before you graduate?
Before.
You need to do it before, right? So before he graduates, he needs to have it finished, have the decision, what he wants to do. I'm gonna use a different color. He needs to do it before now because graduation is close. But he didn't take the decision. He says, no, I'm not thinking about it. The next month happened, nothing, he didn't do it. The next month, he hasn't done it. The next month, and he still hasn't done it to today's date. And he still doesn't make a decision. So all of this is something that started in the past and is still true today. So he hasn't decided what to do yet. Now let's take a look at more things. I have more examples for you. The simple verbs are for completed events or permanent situations. Marcos' band broke up. What is this, guys? Is this a completed event or a permanent situation?
Completed.
Completed event.
It's not both?
Yes.
It's both, right?
Yes.
It's a completed and a permanent situation. But what about the other sentence in present perfect? I've been pretty lucky. Is that a completed event or an state of permanency?
A completed event.
Yeah. Is this completed? I've been lucky.
Permanent.
Yes, it's a permanent state. Okay. The continuous verbs are for background or going or temporary events or situations. We were rebuilding homes. What is that? Background, ongoing, or temporary event. What do you think it is?
Temporary.
Temporary, good. What about background? Isn't that background? It is background because she's describing her trip to Central America. So describing that trip, she said she was, or she and her friends were rebuilding some homes after a major earthquake. So that's background. What about the other side? Now we have a continuous form of the present perfect. He's been coaching a soccer team. Is that background? Ongoing or temporary?
Ongoing.
Ongoing. Background? Temporary? We don't know, but we know it's background and ongoing. Yeah, that we know, okay? Now the past, use the simple past for an action that happened in the past and is over, done, finished. Use the present perfect for an action that started in the past, but
continue in the present.
is it still true today? Yes. You want to see this again?
Yeah.
Let me know when I can change it. Next.
No.
Now. All right, let's continue. We have the timeline, present, future, and past. And this is simple past. And this, what is this? It starts in the past and it's true today. This is the present perfect. So simple past is a finished, completed event. The present perfect is not finished, ongoing event. What are other differences? The specific time in the past is for simple past. Remember this. This is pretty simple. If you have a specific time, is in the simple past. Easy. I watched TV last night. I studied French last year. When you have a specific time in the past, it's simple past. But what about the present perfect? What do we use there? It's an indefinite time in the past or no time at all. We don't have the time. Next.
No.
Would you like me to send you this slide? Tell me when I can go next, please.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
perfect. Next. Let's take a look at some examples with the simple past. Finished events. My son was sick on Monday. My son isn't sick now. He traveled a lot by plane. When you have a sentence like this, he traveled a lot by plane. There is no other context. There is no other time marker. For example, last year, last month, during college. That means he is dead because we don't have a time marker, right? Another example, he went to the cinema 2 hours ago. A specific time in the past, simple past. And what does this mean? Now he's at a different place. He's not at the cinema anymore. And the last one, we didn't call him yesterday. A specific time in the past, simple past. Now, other examples with the present perfect, indefinite time. I have lived in Paris, look, for 5 years. This is not a time marker. What is this? This is a time period. Yes? And what does that mean? I have lived is not over. So it's still in Paris. Yes? Next example. He has never traveled by plane. He has present perfect. He had never traveled by plane. When you have no other context and you don't have a time period or a time marker of any kind, that means he's still alive. Another example, we can't reach Paul by phone. Have you seen him? What is this? Why in present perfect? Why not simple past? Can you tell me why?
Recently,
Well, but why in present perfect? Why not did you see him? Why not in simple past? Why do we have the question in present perfect? Do you know why? Because we have no time marker. If we had a time marker, for example, yesterday or last week or this morning or 2 hours ago, if we had a specific time expression, then we would use a simple past sentence. But we don't have a time expression. It's indefinite. And because it's indefinite, we use the present perfect. And the other example, I have eaten lots of plums today. Look, I have a time marker, today. Now, remember, I have eaten, it means it's not over. It's not finished. So what does this sentence mean? It means today is not over yet. I can eat more plums still. Or maybe I can eat other fruit. But the day is not over. So I use the present perfect. Would you like to see more examples? Yeah. Simple past, a specific time in the past. I cooked dinner last night. There, okay? This is my example. This is a one-time event in the past. When is this event? Last night. A specific time. Yes?
Yeah.
Easy. Present perfect, the same image, the same action, activity, but in a present perfect tense. What is the difference? The time. No time marker. We have a time period. And because we don't have a time marker, we use I have cooked. And remember, this is a not finished event. What does that mean? That means the week is not over. Or this period of time, this event that is making me cook is not over. So it's a probability that we'll continue to cook every night. More examples. Number 1, Paul and James, their work yet. Do we have a time expression? What is a time expression?
Yet.
Yet, is that a specific time expression or is it indefinite?
Indefinite.
Indefinite. So what do I use? The simple past or the present perfect?
Present perfect.
Present perfect. What would that be? A, B, or C?
A.
Absolutely not C, right? Because it's very wrong. Look at letter C. Didn't finished. This is wrong, right? And we're not using the simple past. Finished. Nope, not simple past. We use the present perfect. So the story says, Paula and James haven't finished their homework yet. There. Number 2. Yesterday. What is that?
Did. Past. Simple past.
Simple past. A, B, or C?
Sí.
Letter C. Perfect. Number 3.
Sí.
Letter C.
Letter C. Very
Letter
good.
C.
Number 4.
Flow.
Letter
B.
letter B. Number 5.
Weren't.
Letter A. Good. Number 10.
Letter C.
Why?
Because it's an
We have two clues that tells us what the tense is.
don't say
First
the
of all,
time.
we don't have any specific time. We have ever. What is that? An indefinite adverb of time, right? Indefinite. And then the verb is in past participle. What does that mean? That is present perfect.
Yeah.
Have, haven't. Okay. Next, number 11.
A.
It's peculiar. We don't have a time marker. Why? Because this is more of a conversational dialogue. So how do I know what tense it is? I look at the verb.
Because of
Check the verb. Now, this is not in past participle. So it's not present perfect. Letter C is combining the two sentences. And I am not going to change them. I'm not going to mix them. So I'm going to cancel this one too. And I have letter A. Did. And I check. Did John check his email? Yes, he did. There. Very good. Let's go for, oh my goodness. Number 12.
watch the TV for an hour.
For now, this is the preposition of
Time.
period of time. Okay. Now that was easy. Let's go faster. Number 5.
Did you have a, yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Number 6.
Did visit, letter A.
Letter A, yeah, did visit. Number 7.
No, I haven't. I hasn't.
It,
No, it hasn't.
no, it
It.
hasn't.
It hasn't. Okay. Number 8.
Since last
Since
summer.
last summer.
Very good. Number 13.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I
Number
have.
14.
Has
Yes, she did.
has this
Past,
ceremony
past.
talked to you? Yes, she has. Letter A.
Number 15.
What have you done?
And 16.
Did. How many cookies did you eat last night?
Perfect.
Did
Now that
you-
we have that, do you have any questions?
No.
We have the time expressions. The time expressions with the simple past. I worked on a farm yesterday, last week, in the fall, earlier this year, right after college, the year before last, a couple of years ago, at the end of July when I was 20. This is a specific times. And the present perfect. I have had a lot of problems lately, so far, to date in my life, up until now, over the past few years, in the last few days, since last year, since last we spoke. So we have this indefinite times. Let's take a look at some examples. Simple past expressions, present perfect expressions. Simple past. Let's take a look at some examples with the expressions. Simple past, completed event in the past within a specific time. We went to the movies yesterday, last week, in the fall, early this year, etc. Right?
Yeah.
Another example. I found the job earlier this year, right after college, the year before last, a couple of years ago, at the end of July, etc. Another example, I graduated yesterday, in the fall, earlier this year, the year before last, a couple of years ago, etc. Or I bought my car yesterday, earlier this year, right after college, when I was 20, etc. Present perfect, indefinite time in the past. Now the expressions are lately, so far, to date, in my life, etc. Same ideas, same activities. We have watched 3 movies so far over the past few days since we last spoke. Another expression, another example. I have been working here lately, so far, up until now, over the past few years. I have had this car to date since last year. I haven't been driving it so far, up until now. You can use some time expressions with both the simple past and the present perfect. What expressions are for both? These guys. Today, this week, this month, this year, for quite a while, for a long time, or recently. The difference is what the speaker refers to. In this sentence, we had some bad luck this year. We have a simple past. We had. What does that mean? It's in the past. Is a completed event. The same activity in the present perfect. We've had, which is we have had. What's the difference? This year and the year is not over. The problems, no, not the problems. The bad luck is not finished. The bad luck continues. It started in the past and is still true today. The same we have with we've been busy. This is present perfect. We've been busy. What does that mean? It started in the past and is still true today. It's still true today. What if I wrote we were busy? Recently. What does that mean? We were. That means it's over, it's completed. We are not busy anymore, right? Yes. Another example. I ate 3 times. Look at the expression, today. Today. What does this mean? Why in simple past? Because the day is finished. I am finished. I am not going to eat anymore again. The day is finished. The event is finished. I ate 3 times. That's it. What about if the day is not finished and you use the present perfect, which means that you can eat again? How is the sentence? I have eaten 3 times today. And this means the day is not over. You can eat again. Maybe. It's not an obligation. It's not mandatory. It just means that it's not over. Yes? Questions? No? Next? Okay, let's take a look at this example. What do you think this is? Simple present? I read 3 books? What is it?
I read,
right? In simple past. I read 3 books in simple past. And I can say it this week or this month,
or
this year, for quite a while, for some time, recently. What does this mean? It means I'm finished reading. Yes, the event is finished. I read 3 books. What about the same time expressions with the present perfect? I have read 3 books. What does this mean? It means I might read more. Yes. If I say I have read 3 books this week, it means the week is not over. I can read more. If I say I have read 3 books this year, it means this year is not over. I can read more before the year is over, etc. Time expressions, which are yesterday. It can be at the beginning. Yesterday, I ran into an old friend. Or you can say, I ran into an old friend yesterday, right? We use for a period of time, and since for a point in time. I have the example right here. I have been living in Spain since a point in time. The point is 2012. Since point in time in the past is the starting point. Continues until now. For, I have been living in Spain for 6 years. 6 years. I have been living in Spain for 6 years. That means a period of time. Now, do you guys like to read?
Yes.
You like to read. Awesome. So that means that you might read in the near future, right? It's possible that you will read 1 or 2 books before the year is over.
That's right.
So I can ask, how can I ask about the past? About reading books, about your habits and your hobbies of reading books. In simple past is a finished event or a present perfect, an event that started in the past, but it can change with the future. If you are going to read again, then we don't use the simple past, right?
You know, something like how many books have you read so far?
Yes. What books have you read? And you can say so far, like Adriana said, or you can say, how many books have you read to date? That means to this date. How many books have you read up until now? How many books have you read this year? How many books have you read recently? Or what books have you read recently? Yeah. So what would be the answer, guys? What books have you read recently? No answers. All right, let's go for the next example.
I do not remember the names.
No.
Only
Okay.
in Spanish.
Yeah, I have not read in English.
All
But
right.
recently read The Godfather.
Okay. What about exercise? Do you like to exercise? Do you
Yes.
work out?
Yes.
Have you been working out?
Yes.
Yeah. What have you been doing?
Yesterday, breast and arm.
You mean chest?
Yes.
Chest.
Yes,
Chest.
yes, chest. An arm. And
Awesome.
on Monday, stomach. Well,
Stomach.
stomach.
Awesome. Mr. Luis.
And the banding machine for running. 20 minutes.
That's a treadmill.
Okay, treadmill.
Awesome. Ladies, anybody?
I love exercising, but I haven't done it.
Okay. Next. Ah, look at that. Have you done all your English homework? All right. You have up until Saturday. It's an ongoing event. It's not completed.
No.
All right. Complete the conversations with an appropriate form of the verbs given. Sometimes more than one option may be possible. So let's do the first one all together. The first one is, have you had any interesting opportunities in the last couple of years? Yeah, last year. What is that?
That is over. I joined.
A specific time in the past. So is
Joined.
a simple past expression. Yes. All right. Go ahead and continue, please. In your books and notebooks, complete all of the spaces, please. How long do you want? 2 minutes or 3 minutes? Okay, Malu says 2 minutes, so let's go. 2 minutes. I'm
Malu?
just kidding. Three minutes. All right, I'm gonna. Yes, 3 minutes, mister. I'm gonna pause the video, okay? Perfect. Please, guys, please compare your answers.
The letter B. So last year I joined a gymnastic team. Since then we have completed several events, but so far we haven't won. Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. The number 2, you traveled much over the last few years. Well, I didn't go away last year, but the year before, when I was studying geography in college, we took a trip to Alaska. That was fun. I haven't traveled much since then.
Yes, I agree. Okay. The last one I have, actually up until now, I haven't done anything special because I've been so busy with school. I've been working on my thesis all year, so I haven't had much time for anything else. I took a short break last weekend, though I went hiking, but that's all.
Yes.
Yes.
So sorry, are you
Well,
finished, guys?
in the second, the number and the letter B. I've been working. Or I was working.
I worked.
I worked.
I worked.
Oh, yes.
Well, actually, I chose like present perfect progressive because we're emphasizing that the person is still doing the action. That's why I chose it.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Now let's check your answers, okay? Do you have any questions?
No.
No? All right, let's see. What time is it? Perfect. So let's everybody all together. Number 1. John. Next. Since then,
Completed.
I've completed.
have completed. But why have completed? Because I heard somebody say completed. We have since, and this is
Present perfect.
present perfect. Yes. At several events, but so far, what is this? Indefinite. We
Haven't won.
Having worn.
all right, good. Next, have you traveled much over the last few years? Well, I
Didn't go.
didn't go. But the year before, check. When, comma, trip to Alaska, period. What is this?
I was studying.
Yes, background. What is was studying? Thank you. Next,
Took.
what?
Took.
Took, yes. Next, that
That was fun.
was fun. Next, I
Haven't traveled.
Haven't.
Haven't.
haven't traveled. Haven't traveled much since. Good. Next, number 3.
I haven't done.
Done. Anything special because I
Been busy.
busy. So it's with school. I worked on my thesis all year, so I
Haven't had much time. Teacher, I was wondering actually there because we're emphasizing like the action started in the past and it is up to, I mean, this is still an ongoing action. Could it be possible to use present perfect progressive?
yes. So where?
I've been working.
Working. Perfect. Very good. Yes. Okay. So I haven't had much time for anything else. Next.
I took
Last weekend though. I
Went.
went. Now, that's perfect, but I gotta tell you something. This can be done in a different way if the message is different. If the message or the intention or the context for busy with school is finished, imagine that up until now I haven't done anything else because busy with school is finished. Today is finished. So how do I say this busy with school? Was. Yes. In that same context. If this is part of the past, then this is still in the present or is now in the past too. Is part of the past too. Yes. And if that's part of the past, what about this? Time for anything else? Is that still happening today or is part of the past? Is also a possibility, right? Because my time markers all year, this one, that's the only one. My time marker all year can be either about something that is still going today or something finished, right?
Yeah.
So if it's finished, then we use the simple past. But if it's not finished, then we use the present perfect. And we can use the present perfect continuous like Adriana said, because it's a background for the next activity. Right? Perfect. Do you have any questions, guys? No?
No.
It's easy. What about this one? This is homework in the workbook, in the grammar extra section. Okay, so what you gotta do is ask and answer these questions. Take turns asking and answering the questions. Have you had any interesting opportunities in the last couple of years? Yes, so let's go in sessions again. Please ask and answer the questions with your classmates for only 2 minutes because we don't have much time, okay? Yes, guys? Perfect. Let's go. Only 2 minutes thing, please. Perfect. How was the activity? Did you finish all the questions?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. How was the class?
I missed that classes.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that,
I
please?
missed that classes.
You missed these classes. Nice. It's good that you're here. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I forgot I didn't introduce you guys. This is Lucelena, the guys, Alberto, Malu, Adriana, Selmi. We had another classmate, but he stopped coming because he has problems with the schedule. But now we have a full team.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Welcome.
thank you very much, guys. I hope you liked the class. Did you learn anything new today? Yeah, awesome. All right, don't forget homework in the workbook of the platform. Unit 3, lesson A, grammar extra. And I think that's it. Yes.
Thank you. Have a nice
All right.
weekend.
Yeah, no questions?
No
No
for
questions.
today.
Perfect. Have a great weekend. Have a blast. We'll see you on Monday.
See you on Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye. Nice
Goodbye.
weekend,
guys.
everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.